Again, this is your brother, the indescribable 1981. You know, a lot of people don't realize the effect that your presence can have on others, or the effect that your presence and your divine nature can have on the world that you create. I'm gonna get straight to the point, y'all. You know why we have mosquitoes, ticks, blood-sucking parasites, bugs, mites, scabies, fleas, cockroaches? You know why we have these insects here that are parasites? We have these parasites because of the nature of souls or living beings that's here on the planet. For example, if I come from, let's say, a parasite world, and I'm born into the same body from out my mama, then that means when I get here in this physical body, and I come from a parasite world, that means when I get here, I'm going to be on the presence on Earth with mosquitoes, blood-sucking parasites, ticks, fleas, gnats. All those type of parasites come out of my nature of a parasite. But when you have somebody come, so that means they got to live off of sucking your blood and your life flowing through you. But let's say you come from an angelic world where there's no parasites. Everything is pure and clean. Then you're born into a body from your mother, right? And then out of nowhere, when you get here on this earth, you start to look around and you see that what you come from, that's what's in nature. So you got butterflies. They not parasitic. You got honeybees. They not parasitic. They actually create more life with the honey. You got you have also butterflies and honeybees. They go and fly on the plants and suck the nectar, and some of them, the honeybees actually turn on the plants, and when they leave the plant after a few days, you'll smell like a fragrance. So they turn on the fragrance of plants. You have like squirrels. You know, you have certain bugs that don't really suck on blood, like ladybugs and stuff like that, monarch butterflies. These are natures that come from the higher angelic natures. So if you're a parasitic person that like to suck off of other people and leech off of other people, then now that brings about mosquitoes and blood-sucking bugs and parasites on Earth. We create the atmosphere and the bugs as we came on this earth with how we is. Right? So, it's just like saying, when you have children, they're another form of you. If you a parasitic person that like to steal, kill, and take from people, then you gonna have children running around here on earth that's bad as hell, and they parasites. They take and steal from other children in the daycare, this and that. You come on this earth with a good heart and a good spirit as a good angel, and you have children. Those children are gonna be children that everybody want to babysit, and they don't mind because they such angelic little beings, right? Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, 13 son. Thank you, all those that I've learned this from. There are people that I've heard that say that when they're on the battlefield and they're out in the army, out at war, they will see spirits out there. Why? Because the blood-sucking parasite nature of these countries going to war in other countries, going to war and bloodshed is all wicked. And there are spirits that feed off of that. And I've heard people say that they've seen all type of creatures or little spirits and shadows out there on the battleground around the dead soldiers so that they can, you know, get a little life off the blood that's been spilled out there. So if you got all type of shadow beings and stuff out there on the in the battlefield waiting for blood to be spilled, then what do you think it is when you have angels and archangels and seraphim around? See, some wicked angels and some wicked spirits, they only come around battlefields where there's blood spill and all that. But then you got some angels and some seraphim that are holy, that you can't come in a person's presence, but so far, because the presence is so holy. So whatever your nature is, whether it's a wicked nature or divine nature, that's the type of atmosphere, neighborhood, surroundings you're going to create. That's the type of insects, bugs, and animals you're going to create. So it's true, our higher natures that was parasitic came down here in the form of, you know, mosquitoes, gnats, blood-sucking flies, and blood-sucking parasites. Those that come from the higher angelic natures, which are more holy and pure, that's more so where you have your butterflies and your hummingbirds and your deep sea creatures that glow in the dark. You know what I mean? Like just pure and holy. They already light forms. So you're responsible for what you create. If you're a parasite and you have children, they're gonna be parasitic children running around. If you're an angelic divine person and you have children, they're going to be little divine beings running all around this planet Earth. And that's a beautiful thing because we want the good. We don't want the bad. But everything really still is about balance. So that's what I wanted to speak on when it comes to our true nature, which is unseen, that's inside of us. And then once we come here in this world, that true nature manifests into outer natures, where the types of animals that are connected to us, the types of bugs that are connected to us. Because I like to say this. If I'm in a world where there's bugs that bite and suck blood, which that's the type of world we're in now, this is not my world. But when you can experience a little bit of heaven in this world, where you got butterflies that they don't suck your blood, you got honeybees and stuff, they don't suck your blood. You know, you got certain insects and animals that are beautiful that don't suck your blood or feed off of you. That's my type of world. Because everybody is a life force within themselves. They don't have to suck and take from something else. You good and you self-sufficient as you are. Holy Spirit, Mother, and the Most High creators, they know what they created when they created us. This is why we'll be judged based on the type of DNA and the nature that we come from. Love y'all.